Hello, good day, and welcome to an overview for our concept paper. I am Jamal Oliveira Barding with the JUMALOLIVERBARING from ABM 11B Leadership, and I'm our group's representative. So, to start off, let's proceed to our concept paper's title, which is Inquiry Based Approach: The Effects of Youth Unemployment. We settled on this topic because our group believes that unless unemployment problem is solved, the future of the Philippines cannot be bright. I mean, there will be no peace and prosperity in the country if jobless people do not get a proper channel. More attention should be given, otherwise, this problem can make jobless youth go to wrong directions, which, in hindsight, has already happened to some of the youths in our country. I know, a shocker, right? Anyway, these are the objectives of our study. First is to generate a new body of data on the personal life of unemployed young people and their perception of their situation. Well, I think this is one of the most important objectives in our study, even though we only got two. But nonetheless, I really think that this really brings in the essence of conducting a research and making a concept paper because when you're working on a research, you're basically gathering data and that is related to your research, and it sort of helps you pinpoint specific problems to know where things went wrong and stuff like that. Like, and maybe propose possible solutions, which I really like. Next is to investigate the relationships between the lack and loss of jobs. And when you say the relationships between lack and loss of jobs, it sort of also translates to the relationships between poverty and unemployment because there is really a direct relationship between the two of them. Unemployment and poverty are two major challenges that are facing the world for present. Unemployment leads to poverty, and in turns, poverty leads to unemployment, and the cycle just went on and stuff like that. And unemployment is a sign of poverty. It leads to financial crisis, hunger, gloom, indebtedness, and whatnot, which is completely absurd. And come to think of it, like an unemployed person has no means to earn money and cannot fulfill his own, neither his own family's basic needs, and he and his family cannot avail the basic necessities in life, such as number one, quality education, number two, great medical facilities, which is really important during this pandemic, and third, he or she has no means to create income earning assets such as starting a business, which can only be their key to success. That is why we really wanted to shed light into this topic by trying to create this concept paper. And when it comes to our research hypothesis, we have people will find a job that is in line with their profession and they will be economic stable over the years. And I really think that's what school and senior high is for, though. We are basically clustered into certain strands that may pique our interest, and it sort of helps us to be successful in the near future. But some people really are unfortunate when it comes to receiving quality education because of some financial matters, which is really sad. That's why I don't really think school is for everyone. And when I say school isn't for everyone, I mean that as long as you have some sort of drive for knowledge to improve yourself and grow as a person, then it doesn't really matter which direction you go. School is simply a platform of which these things can take place, but you can't teach someone who's not willing to learn. And I get it. The public schooling structure can be pretty skewed. All of us have our own developed interest, and the education system generally tries to examine us on our ability to perform in multiple subjects that you may not equally find interesting, therefore making your grade point average a flawed representation of how intelligent you actually are. Well, next hypothesis is they will have enough knowledge about unemployment and the factors affecting it, which includes poverty and such, which I sort of discussed a while ago. And third is youth will have a job that is suited to their profession and they will be the change our country needs. And I know some adults may be asking that what really is the youth's role in our society? I mean, aren't they just a burden and stuff like that? But I really think that youth really plays an important role in our society. For that, we need to know why youth are so special. It is so because they are young, full of energy, and educated with rationality as their ultimate belief. Now, I think for their role in the society is number one is to reproduce. Reproduction here does not mean increasing the population, but it means that they fulfill the position left by the elder. Like, for example, like a son takes up the position of his father in a company. Second is for protection. Youth are expected to protect their culture and tradition while at the same time makes it better and embrace changes in the society. For instance, it is youth who only becomes a part of political movement for a major change in a country. They become a part of armed forces too to safeguard the freedom of our people and so on. And last but not the least, not to hype it up or anything, is the growth of a country in all spheres like social, political, and economic spheres mostly depends on youth only. They, with a fresh energy, can perform better and ensure the growth of our society. I know there are many roles of youth in a society. They're like the leading character of a movie. Youth also need to take care of the old ones who are now going to be dependent. I mean, try to think of it this way. An energy of the youth with an experience of an old wise person can do wonders in a society. So that's basically it. It basically sums up the overview for our concept paper. Hope you had fun and yeah, thank you and have a great day ahead. Once again, this is Jumel Olivar Barding with a JUMELOLIVERBARBARING. Okay, have a good one.